Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we will discussing the law of karma through an insightful story about its working. This story was told by the great Buddha himself and has been passed down through generations. So let's get started. Once a king was storing his kingdom on his elephant when he suddenly stopped in front of a shop in the market and told his minister, I don't know why, but I want to hang the owner of this shop. The minister was shocked, but before he could ask the king why, the king had moved on. The next day, the minister went to the shop dressed as a local to see the shopkeeper. He asked him how his business was faring, and the shopkeeper, who was a sandalwood merchant, replied sadly that he hardly had any customer. People would come to his shop, smell the sandalwoods, and then go away. They would even praise the quality of sandalwood, but rarely buy anything. His only hope was that the king of the kingdom would die soon, so that there would be a huge demand of sandalwoods for performing his last ritual. He was sure that his business would flourish after the death of king. The minister now understood why the king had stopped in front of the shop and expressed a desire to kill the shopkeeper. Perhaps the shopkeeper's negative thought vibration had affected the king, who had in return felt the same kind of negative thoughts arising within him. The minister was a wise man and he pondered over a matter for a while without revealing who he was or what had happened the day before. He expressed a desire buy some sandalwood from the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper was pleased and wrapped the sandalwood and handed it over to the minister. When the minister returned to the palace, he went straight to the court where the king was seated and reported that the sandalwood merchant had sent a gift for him. The king was surprised and pleased when he opened up the package. He sent some gold coins to sandalwood merchant and felt sorry in his heart that he had an unpleasant thought of killing the shopkeeper. When the shopkeeper received the gold coins from the king, he was astonished. He began to express his gratitude to the king and started repenting for having negative thoughts towards the king for his own personal gain. A lesson of this story: after telling the story to his disciples, Buddha said, if we have a good and a kind thought for another person, that positive thought will come back to us in a favorable way. But if we have a harbor evil thought for others, then those thoughts will come back to us or retribution. Buddha asked his disciples, what is karma? And many disciples replied, our thoughts, our deeds, feelings and actions, these all are karma. Buddha shook his head and said, your thoughts are your karma. If we think badly about someone, then vibration of bad thoughts towards us will also start rising in the mind of another person. If we think good for someone, then in return good thoughts for us will start rising in the mind of the another person. This is the law of nature. As we do so, we will receive the same in return. Everything is about reaction and reflection. good thoughts, good deeds, and good action will bring back to same. And bad thoughts and bad deeds will also bring back to same. Therefore, never wish badly for others and don't waste your time on revenge. Those who have done wrong to you eventually face their own karma. You need not to wish bad for them, you only wish good and do good for others. For more wisdom stories, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for